really wasn't me.
Hey everybody, welcome to Forgotten Fates, a Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition campaign. We're currently in season number 7, week number 3, and we're at sea. Hey, that rhymed. That's it, I'm done for the day. That's my note.
What's a pirate's favorite letter? No, it'd be the C.
And dad joke quota reached. Moving on.
Oh dear. So when we last left off, Dermot and his crew,
Captain
decided,
Dermot.
Yeah, all right. Starting out, it was Dermot and his group.
Captain Dermot.
And then somewhere along the Dermot went from I'm fine, I feel like being captain now.
I should buy a boat.
Yeah. I'm doing captain things. Kel, handle it. And that was last session. Well, there was a parrot that transpired.
Gonna die.
Yes, and then there was the
Every good
horrible,
pirate needs a parrot.
yeah, the revelation that one of your party members is a member of the living dead. Tune in next time for our Halloween episode.
Really, we're walking around with a giant werebear that nobody's actually seemed to like address. Nobody seems to care about that. And you were thinking that when the vampire shows up, that's when it's going to get weird?
Well, no, we actually are moving towards the Halloween theme thing with the werebear, the vampire, Dr. Frankenstein over there with his button toss and the phantom.
It's alive.
So yeah.
Is there going to be like a Rocky Horror Picture Show moment? Because that would be fucking awesome.
The time warp?
Time warp,
Yeah.
yes.
The whale's going to show up on the middle of the ship.
Nice.
That'd be great. That'd be horrible.
That'd be awesome.
I might do that sometime.
We had Fane, who was Jason.
Yeah, actually. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Didn't really think about that too much. Because he had his mom with him. Huh. I'm afraid, like, Vox doesn't classify as an actual monster, though. He's kind of like Hitler or something.
Oh, because Hitler wasn't a monster.
Not by the definition. Now, I'm not saying he was anything nice, but you don't see a lot of people dressed up as Halloween going around killing people as Hitler. At least I haven't, anyway.
Try that. Let me know how that goes.
Depends on the
as you will.
Video. Be sure to videotape that when you do try it, because I want to.
I'll videotape it. We're going to send Scott door to door.
What are you doing? Videotaping?
Dressing up as Hitler for Halloween. Like, jeez.
Oh, fuck.
Like what? Anyway.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Yeah, that just happened. We're moving on.
I'm
gonna die.
Is that parrot having some mic issues? I don't know what's going on here.
The parrot didn't do sound check properly and peeking a little bit.
That has to be it. It was about 9 o'clock at night. You had brought the parrot into Dermot and informed him of everything that had happened. Because he's the captain, you got to tell him these things. After he had just managed to shoo the drunken elven girl away, you appeared. So he doesn't get any time. I'm assuming the gnome's going to come in shortly after you leave. No? Felix, you were still in your lab, weren't you? What were you doing?
He's probably gone to look at the recipe and try and figure out a cure for the parrot situation.
That's going to take some work, but I can see you doing it. Okay.
Yeah, he might have to get some sample rats to, test barbecue sauce on.
Well,
Or maybe chicken. Maybe he'll start with some chicken. Yeah.
Oh God.
Put some on
I
the
don't
chicken.
know. You'd have to reanimate the chicken first.
Right. But first he's gonna start with chicken, and then he'll work his way up from there if that doesn't work.
Why do I see
Chicken
you
and
ending up
parrots.
with a third golem pretty soon? This is a
Flesh golem.
flesh golem made entirely of chicken parts.
I like where this is going.
I don't, but we'll go with that.
That's just because
Consider-
you're unimaginative.
Well, no, I can see it happening. I'm just terrified by the possible consequences,
That's what terrifies
especially
you.
when he starts using the barbecue sauce on it. Yeah. Oh, look, it's gained sentience and a hatred for all mankind.
Oh.
It's decided to increase in size by absorbing more chicken.
Infinite amounts of chicken.
Yeah.
He's into the chicken collider.
No. Just no.
At some point, you have to invent the large chicken collider, the
Yeah.
large hadron chicken collider.
It's going to happen at some point.
Just trying to imagine the chickens being accelerated. Chickens smashing together.
I just picture them like he's loading them up in like their little test pilots with goggles on and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's a whole like ceremony because they know it's like a death trip, and these chickens are making a brave sacrifice for everybody.
Yeah. They have names, Clucky and whatever. Clucky and Plucky.
Okay. So you're in the lab. You're drunk, passed out.
Having this dream about the large chicken collider.
Yeah. And I left Dermot and Kel. What were y'all planning to do for the rest of the evening?
Hold this shit together.
We're going to be rolling for that.
The shit or the ship?
Yes.
This is important. So what's everybody's plans for this voyage? Is anyone planning to actually head out from the boat, or are we going to be doing what's your
You mean
intent?
like away missions or?
Yeah, like leaving the boat?
Do we have a shuttlecraft?
Technically you do. Technically, as long as one of you stays here, you're good to do whatever. I was just wondering if you're planning to stay on the ship and see the voyage out, or go out doing things.
At that very moment, Ardo appears on the boat. Hey, nice to see you here, Ardo. You mind waiting here while we go on an away mission?
Yeah, actually, I could swing that if that's what you really wanted to do.
Oh.
I know I would primarily be trying to learn how to read.
I'm learning to read.
I want to learn how to read. And probably every 3 days, probably disappearing from the boat for a few hours.
Okay. And Felix?
The gnome's primary drive is his golem project. With
His Golem project?
yeah,
Project
not the flesh golem, but
Oh,
the other
okay.
Project Golem Ray.
He's- and you have to remind me again, what was the main focus of your Golem project again?
basically making sentinel golems to protect the cities,
Sentinel golems, not sentient golems. Sentinel.
like big friggin' adamantine or what's yeah.
So you're
Big.
trying to make mechas, pretty much.
Yeah, with potion cannon arms.
Okay.
And this is how Warforged were made.
All right. Got that. And does the sentience of these creatures matter to you?
Well, we'll get there if we can.
So that's something you'd be going for.
they have to be able to make the correct decisions.
I was just checking.
Yeah.
I just
Nothing
wanna-
like inventing a new race.
exactly.
It's nothing like having your ideas not go the way you want them to do because they don't agree.
What are you talking about? It'll be great. Yes, protect
Great,
us.
it's wonderful.
Yes, we will
You're a
protect
model.
you. All of you people. When you leave the homes, you might get injured or die. You must
Exactly.
Stay in your homes. This will be great.
It's literally the plot to every sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sentinel golems. Love it. All right. So before you unleash that plague on the world, Kel, what's your goal for the voyage? You've got a pretty active role. Do you plan to be leaving the boat at all? You know,
Not
that'd be
really
really fun.
Think about it. I was pretty much just like stuck fixing this boat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're pretty much the only one here that knows how to get where you're going.
Can't go to Waterdeep. Well, I could.
You
could.
shouldn't go to Waterdeep.
I shouldn't go to Waterdeep is the way I should word that.
You could head back to Moondell if you wanted to.
Yeah, we could go there.
Hey, if you,
I want to go on the. I want to stay on the ship mostly. That's pretty much, and I'll go wherever it takes me.
Okay. Dermot.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do.
And yeah, we haven't asked you about your heritage at all, but it's like, when have we had a moment, really?
You've got a lot of time.
That wasn't a dig at you guys or anything. It was just like Dermot hasn't really fucking tried to figure it out either. He's like, yeah, okay. Apparently this is something that happens.
I think I asked you once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dermot doesn't remember from all the booze.
It was at the castle
Oh, maybe.
after you had murdered Grandma.
Anybody remember what I said?
You said something about Mithril Hall, I think. I could look. I probably wrote it down so I don't meta things.
I think he equated it to the chicken pox he got.
Okay, so I gotta look for the spot where you murdered Grandma. Hold on.
Okay. You travel with such wonderful company. You murdered my grandma. Let's go together.
She had it coming.
Well,
Locking
he
arms, skipping down
kind
the
of told me a lot of shocking things all at once there.
Yeah. You know, if I had murdered your grandma, I'd tell you a lot of shit too to calm me down.
Shrek.
Yeah, but wasn't he scarred up and stuff too?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
You Sragged?
Yeah. One thing I do know that I would do during that time, besides trying to learn how to read, is I would let everyone in the party know of her lineage.
Oh, everyone in the party now knows they're trapped on the ship with a vampire. That's great. Okay.
The
That's good.
party, not the crew.
Oh, okay.
The party.
What?
Okay.
You're a vampire?
The healing dance.
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah. I kind of want to see that interaction. So
Me
we
too.
will play those two out when you go ahead and talk to the other two people. Because, that's like me saying, along the way, one of the crew members walks into Dermot's cabin and convinces him it's a better idea for him to be the captain. Deftly. And then he should give him all of his stuff and decide to become a pie baker for the rest of his life.
Obviously, Dermot would agree to that.
Well, that's why I said some of these
Pie,
interactions
yeah.
should take place.
Yeah. Not just, oh, you all know I'm a vampire now.
Yeah. And you took it well, I might add. And we're a lot closer for it.
Really?
Are we now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, we'll do the interactions on that part. I will start rolling things
Rolling.
and determine days of travel. How far into the trip do you decide to go ahead and inform the gnome and the bear?
What? You talking to me?
The gnome, I probably would have, after waking up from being drunk, would probably wander down to the gnome to tell him, since he kind of figured he saw something and I just wanted to clarify it.
Okay. Well, you're going to have a peaceful night at sea, and Kel is doing pretty good, so there's no reason why we couldn't just go straight to that,
Okay.
unless anyone else objects. No objections?
No, this should be good.
Okay.
Dermot's there
getting
watching.
the history book, so go away.
Okay, go away.
I'm learning the boat. Go away.
So you're down working in your lab. I guess you fell asleep in your lab, or did you actually pack up and go to sleep? And what happened there, Felix?
I only took a glass of rum, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would probably just be. How long has it been?
It was 9 o'clock at night when you got to work on it, and it's the next morning now.
Oh,
Probably
it's the next.
about 12 hours.
Yeah, 10, 12 hours. Yeah, I probably would have worked and got 8 hours of sleep or so. So I'd probably be in bed.
Right now? Okay.
If it's the next morning, then yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So did you sleep in your lab or did you sleep up in the hammock?
Yeah, no, I would have slept in the lab.
All right.
Bedroll or something that I probably have in there.
That works. So why do I want to call you Felicia? Haavia, you head down to the hold looking around for the gnome. You finally find the unrolled lab and you see the gnome sleeping peacefully in his bedroll.
No.
Great time to tell him.
No.
Just come down and get right in his face.
I would wait.
Oh,
I'm a vampire!
I would wait.
all right. You see the gnome's coming too. He's waking up. It's
Still
morning.
waiting. And I would wait outside of the lab because that's just creepy.
Well, that's. How long were you going to stay in your lab, Felix?
Yeah, he's probably just gonna go back to work, to be honest.
Okay, I figured.
Okay, well, here, this is what
I'm
I
not
do.
just saying that because you're saying that, Scott. He's probably would actually.
No, I gotcha. So if I would poke my head down there and I see that he's sleeping, I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go study more.
Mm-hmm.
Come back a couple more hours.
Okay, so you come back
okay.
in a couple hours.
Still
Around,
sleeping.
oh no, 9 o'clock he was asleep, but he'll be up. He'll be up tinkering in his lab, working on his project to make the world a better place for all fleshy beings.
Well, first, yeah. First of all, it's the fix the parrot situation, and then back to the main task at hand. Yeah.
So when you pop your head in the second time, you're going to notice there are several differently colored samples of what all smell like that barbecue sauce.
Yeah, bad memories immediately.
You can see a cricket that's been smashed over in the corner next to a scorch mark. Something didn't go well with that, but
You're not here to judge.
Yeah, I have no room to pass judgment.
And the gnome's awake and working. What do you do?
What is the gnome doing at the moment? You said he's working, but is he like in?
He's got two different containers of the barbecue sauce, and he's very carefully about to pour them onto a bug.
I'd wait. I mean, I'll sit there like a little fly on the wall, not being scorched.
All right. You see him pour the drip on there, and the bug shakes a bit and then turns into green goo.
Not quite right. Let's see here. So, a pinch of this, maybe less of that.
He's working with it.
Felix.
Hello? Yeah. Yes. Have you? Yeah. Is that you?
Yes, Felix, it's me.
Oh my. That whole parrot situation. I'm rather sorry. Your friend there. It's not intentional. Believe me.
Well, I haven't learned how to read yet, so I guess I waited 16 years. I guess I can wait longer.
Oh, right. He was teaching you to read?
Yes.
Well, keep at it. You'll get there eventually. It's just a matter of practice.
Felix, I wanted to ask you something yesterday because you made a statement, and I'm sorry I was too much in pain to acknowledge you when you stated it.
When I stated what?
Well, when you turned around and you came up there to help me pull out the bullets out of my shoulder.
Yes, rather quick at regenerating. Very curious. Is that a potion you're using, or magic of some sort?
Not really. There's well, to be specific, there's a reason why I can't read. That's because I was my town or my village that I was in kind of banished me, kind of horrid.
They banished you because you couldn't read?
No, that's silly. No. They banished me because of what I am, not because I couldn't read. I mean, goodness, that's crazy.
Because you're an elf. Oh, I understand.
No, well, I'm not just an elf. Unfortunately, no, not just an elf.
Not just an elf. What are you then? Out with it.
You're not gonna go crazy on me, are you?
That's great.
Easy on you.
No,
Who do you think you're talking to? A sort of berserker barbarian?
no, I didn't know if you'd be like telling. Anyways, that's besides the point. We don't have time to talk about time.
We don't have time to.
No.
What do we have time to talk about then?
Well, about this. So, no, the reason why I'm so socially and awkward is because I grew up in the woods, yada yada yada. I'm a half vampire.
Okay. Nice to meet you then, half vampire. Do you mind if I get back to my project?
Well, certainly. I just wanted to turn around and clear the air on that and explain it. And now you know who I am. So.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that.
Sorry to have wasted your time.
Passing me that jar there.
Which jar? This
right,
one?
right there next to you. No, the other one.
Oh, this one?
Yes, that one.
Okay, I give you the jar.
Thank you.
Sorry to have wasted your time.
No, not a problem. No time wasted. Just keep up with your reading.
I will. If I have any questions, can you help me for a second or three?
I suppose I can spare a few moments here or there. I'm rather busy trying to fix that poor man.
Yeah.
Twisted deformity.
You zoom out the door and she goes, "It's all my fault." Out the door she goes.
Okay.
How long after that conversation would you try to approach your captain?
I'd wait a day or two.
Okay. Let's yeah. You have a couple of quiet days at sea. Kel, as far as you can tell, you are perfectly on course.
All right. Whoa.
Everything's being very efficient.
Perfectly
And the
on
weather
course.
is clear. You do see some storm clouds off in the distance, but they're to the south. So as long as they stay over there, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You've had a couple of sightings of marine life, but nothing that was dangerous. Otherwise, it's been a rather peaceful trip. Nice, relaxing. Felix has had multiple mutations escape during the time, but all of them are quick.
The Lovecraftian crickets all over the boat.
Yeah.
Dwarf took care of those.
Mm-hmm.
Cthulhu.
And a couple of days does pass until Haavia decides it's time to approach the captain and let the captain know about his special condition.
I should give you a moment.
Get out from under the desk.
No, this one.
It just slides on the camera. You need a still. You need to fix that in post. Just have a still there up until that moment. Just slide it down.
Yeah.
All right, there's one.
So while y'all are walking about the boat, that's one thing you will notice, Ryan. There's lots of little cricket statues. Yeah. So
Okay.
tentacles and extra limbs, and one of them that was about two or three times too large to have been a regular cricket.
I'd be throwing those off the boat. That's unusual. Just splash.
Hey, look, it's fish bait. Sorry.
Stones?
Maybe it'll attract a fish that likes rocks. I don't know.
I heard crickets that were a little bit bigger than supposed to be.
Stone crickets.
Oh, okay.
The ferret is helping with them.
Gotcha.
So yeah, the proper timing approaches for you, and you finally worked up the courage to approach your captain and let him know.
Yeah.
So you knock on the door to the captain's cabin.
Yep.
No one's seen the captain for quite some time. He's been locked away in his cabin doing captain things. Every time anyone, don't bother the captain. He's busy with captain things.
Captain?
Sorry, what was the scene again? You're outside the door. You're inside the door.
He's outside knocking on it.
Okay. What?
Captain, do you have a minute?
I suppose.
Permission to enter your captain's quarters?
Granted.
Thank you. I'll open the door, close it. What do I see in the room?
Well, you open the door and you close it, and you come straight to face with a wall of jars and glasses, but you easily work your way around that. The rum's all gone.
Oh.
Whoa. No one said anything about the rum being all gone.
You see the captain sitting there looking at the last bit of rum in one of the containers. Yes? No, go ahead.
I'm glad you're here.
Why, Captain?
We have an emergency on the ship.
Oh, an emergency? What do I need to do? What can I do to help?
We're run out of a crucial item we need to properly sail.
A crucial item? Well, what is it?
We've run out of rum.
What? We've run out of rum?
I know. I can barely believe it myself.
It's not good at all, Captain. Well, what? Do I need to go to Waterdeep and get some?
Yes. Yes. Immediately.
Immediately. Okay. Can I take one of these empty jars? I don't know how to read.
Yes.
Okay. So you let him take the rum bottle?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you instantly go to Waterdeep or what?
Yeah, I'd immediately go to Waterdeep. That's what my mission was given. I'm going to Waterdeep to get me rum that looks like this label on here. That can hold up there and goes, I need this.
All right. Okay.
Oh wait. I come back in, Captain. Can I have some? I don't.
Oh,
have
you're
any
back
money.
already?
I don't have any money. I can't buy any rum.
Well, don't be looking at me.
Okay, I'll mention to.
Why can't you be more like the first officer? I give him problems, he just solves them. You're just coming back with more problems.
I'm sorry. I'll go get the first mate, and then I'll get.
He's got better things to do than figure out your problems.
Okay, I will figure it out.
That's more like it.
Off to Waterdeep I go.
Okay. So.
And right to the first rum location I can find that's not shady.
That's a short list.
Yeah.
There's a couple right near the portal that you'll have easy access to. No, don't go to the docks and you should be all right.